We heard some good advice in the second reading. Owe nothing to anyone. It's always good not to be in debt. That certainly keeps your kneecap safer, depending on to whom you might be owing the money. Paul will go on to say that the only debt we owe is to love one another. And by odd coincidence, loving is one of the 5 profile marks of the graduate at graduation. So it certainly seems to me to deserve a second look. And by even odder coincidence, a ring can be a symbol of love in a variety of contexts. Marriage is certainly clearly the one. But there's also the ring that a bishop or a king receives, whereby he is bound in service to the people he is to govern. If we read the great epics, especially of Northern Europe, we see heroes exchanging friendship rings to bind them to one another. We can also see examples, though, of a ring as a symbol of a love that has gone wrong, that is disordered. If you want a good example of that and have nothing else scheduled for the weekend, you can rent the trilogy of the Lord of the Rings and see how that works out. These rings which we are about to bless and distribute here are significant, I suggest to you, my good brothers, in terms of love on several grounds. They symbolize Jesuit High School's love for you, of our desire for the best for you, and of our faith-born recognition that the best for you is God's will, God's plan in your life. They signify as well your love for Jesuit, your willingness to advance its mission with the many gifts and talents that you have as you advance as men of faith and men for others. They symbolize as well your love for one another as brothers of this class of 2015. But there's a caution about that which we get from Jesus. The love that brothers are meant to have in a group that is bound by something that is of God is not something sentimental and not something indulgent, whereby we paper over the faults of one another. It is rather, I suggest, a commitment to bring out the best from one another and to take the risk occasionally that only love can take in correcting one another, as Jesus says, when you see a brother going wrong. And indeed, one of the many moving experiences I have had at Jesuit over the last few years is to see many examples of this kind of love in Jesuit classes, truly bringing out the best in one another and in helping our brothers to avoid bad choices and wrong actions. But there's a final instance of love that these rings symbolize: Christ's love for you. Again, go to the gospel of today. Jesus says, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of you." You, my brothers, number 276, which is rather more than 2 or 3. We acknowledge Christ here. And I ask you with your imagination, nay, with eyes that are able to see what is present when it is not corporeally visible. Imagine, see, experience Christ here with you, here among us, for so indeed he is, present in his word, present in the sacrament he will give us, his very self, but present in each other. Hear Christ's words of love to you, words of love which are words of encouragement, of challenge to the best, of strength in resisting evil, of ever greater generosity and never-ending love. The love of Christ, which makes accessible to us the love of God, like this ring, is without beginning and without end. The love of Christ makes the love that each of us and each of you are called to possible. As you accept your ring, accept your commitment to receive the love of Christ, to share it with all those whom Christ has put into your lives, especially this day, though hardly exclusively, your brothers of this class. Jesuit High School is proud to consider you as our seniors. The ring that you receive is a pledge not just for the senior year, a pledge not just for your college career, a pledge not just for your earthly life, but a pledge that the love which Christ gives us and by which God unites us is a love that lasts into eternity. Accept this commitment as you accept your ring.